Welcome to Karma's Harvest. Today we explore a story where greed tries to outrun wisdom, only to find that justice flies at a much higher altitude. When a man treats his family like an inheritance to be divided, he often forgets that the one who built the fortune is the one who knows how to move it. Arthur was a man of quiet dignity and loud engines. His garage wasn't just a building, it was a sanctuary of chrome and leather housing. A collection of vintage Ferraris and Mustangs that could make a museum curator weep. To Arthur, these cars were memories of a life well lived. To his eldest son-in-law, Kevin, they were nothing more than a fleet of winning lottery tickets. Kevin was the kind of man who looked at a sunset and only saw the electricity he could save by turning off the lights. He had married Arthur's oldest daughter, Sarah, with a hidden agenda that was becoming less hidden by the day. He began whispering in Sarah's ear, planting seeds of doubt about her father's mental clarity. "He's getting forgetful, Sarah," Kevin would say, his eyes darting toward the garage. "He spends more time talking to those cars than to us. What if he leaves the gas on? What if he hurts himself? It's time we think about a facility. Somewhere professional, somewhere safe." What Kevin didn't realize was that Arthur's hearing was as sharp as the roar of a V12 engine. One evening, while Kevin and Sarah were debating which luxury nursing home had the quickest paperwork, Arthur stood in the shadows of the hallway, listening to his life being packaged and sold. He didn't get angry. He didn't even confront them. Instead, he smiled a slow, knowing smile. He had spent 40 years in business, and he knew exactly how to handle a hostile takeover. For the next 2 weeks, Arthur was strangely busy. He was on the phone constantly, and several high-profile transport trucks were seen coming and going from the estate. Kevin, watching from the window, rubbed his hands together. He assumed the old man was finally losing it, perhaps clearing space for even more cars he would soon inherit. The intervention happened on a Tuesday. Kevin arrived with brochures and a practiced look of concern. "Arthur," Kevin began, his voice dripping with fake empathy, "we've made a decision. For your own good, we've found a wonderful place in the valley. We'll take care of the cars. You won't have to worry about a thing." Arthur looked at Kevin, then at his daughter Sarah, who couldn't quite meet his eyes. He took a long sip of his coffee. "You're right, Kevin," Arthur said calmly. "I shouldn't have to worry about a thing. And I don't, because as of yesterday, I don't own a single car." The color drained from Kevin's face. What do you mean?" "The collection is gone," Arthur replied. "Sold to a private collector in Europe. The garage is empty. I realize that at my age, I should be looking up, not down at the road." Kevin's voice rose to a panicked screech. "That's millions of dollars. You can't just sell them." That was the family's future." "No, Kevin," Arthur said, standing up with a vigor that didn't look like. "A man destined for a home. That was my past. And with the proceeds, I decided to invest in my future. I bought a Gulfstream G650, a private jet. I've always wanted to see the world from 30,000 feet. Kevin was speechless, his dreams of a Ferrari-funded lifestyle vanishing into thin air. But the final blow was yet to come. "And since I'll be traveling quite a bit," Arthur continued, "I needed someone I could trust to fly it. I've hired Liam, my younger son-in-law. He's been a commercial pilot for years, working double shifts to support my other daughter. I've given him a massive raise and a full-time position as my personal captain. He and Emily are moving into the guest wing today." Just then, the roar of a powerful engine filled the sky above. Liam was doing a low flyby, a salute to the man, who knew that family isn't about what you can get, but what you can build. Kevin stood in the driveway of a house he would never inherit, looking at an empty garage, while the sound of his father-in-law's new life soared far out of his reach. Arthur didn't need a nursing home. He needed a runway, because in the end, karma doesn't just come around. Sometimes it takes flight. Thank you for joining us at Karma's Harvest. If you enjoyed this story of justice served with a side of jet fuel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We'll see you in the next harvest.